Good morning, good evening, good night. I hope all is well. Good afternoon. So I have heard the story of this young man named Caleb Wilson, who uh, was a student at Southern University and who pledged for Omega Psi Phi fraternity, and which ended up in his death during a ritual. Um, let's get into the story, and this is a very sad story. Let's get into the story.
Southern University student who in his short life has played music all around the world is dead after an off-campus fraternity ritual. Our Ethan Tuttle starts us off today. He spoke with students about this tragic loss. Ethan.
Yeah, that's right. The Jaguar family is heartbroken today, Greg. Caleb Wilson, a member of the Human Jukebox, was in the middle of what a source tells us was a fraternity ritual off campus when he suddenly collapsed early this morning. Now, students and authorities are trying to wrap their heads around what happened.
Something like this is just out of the ordinary.
20-year-old Caleb Wilson, a student at Southern University, lost his life early this morning after collapsing during what a source told WAFB was an off-campus and unsanctioned Omega fraternity ritual at a local park.
There's an autopsy that's currently ongoing. We don't have much information that we can share at this particular time, but again, this is being investigated as just a death at this time.
Wilson, a pledge for Omega Psi Phi, was also a member of the Human Jukebox. His family says he's played his music during trips to Cuba and Europe, and once even played with Trombone Shorty. After collapsing at North Sherwood Community Park, other students rushed him to Baton Rouge General Hospital, where he arrived unconscious and was pronounced dead. Southern University issued a statement saying Wilson was a junior majoring in mechanical engineering at the campus and extended its condolences to his family, classmates, and loved ones. Baton Rouge police are now waiting on the autopsy report. Once that information is available from the coroner, law enforcement will have a better understanding of what happened to Wilson. In the meantime, Southern students are in a state of sorrow.
Here it's kind of shocking because it's like you're a part of a big group. Like everybody on campus loves the Human Jukebox, even people that don't go here. So for them to lose a member of the band, I know it's going to be hard on them.
And it's not like it was, I don't know, like no gang violence or nothing. It was, it was a fraternity. So it's sad play out, man. It's outside looking in, though, like I said, it's crazy.
Usually you'll see more people like laughing and stuff on campus. So right now, like the mood is kind of down, and I'm just hoping like whoever knew him can like get through this and like we can all come back to that common ground once everything's resolved.
Wilson's father is part of the security team for Saints owner Gail Benson. Miss Benson said today she is deeply saddened by the passing of a, quote, very bright young Southern University student. She went on to say she has a deep and personal connection to his family, with his father having worked with her for many years. Greg?
All right, thank you for that. So in light of Wilson's death and the ongoing investigation, Southern is stopping all recruitment and initiations. The university sent a letter to all chapter advisors and presidents saying going forward, for now, fraternities, sororities, and student clubs will not be allowed to induct any new members. The university is also banning interest meetings and rushes. That goes for off and on campus events.
I mean, this is something that is very sad. 20 years old, traveling to Cuba, mechanical engineering. Seemed like he had a bright future ahead of him. This is very sad. And this is one of the reasons, I mean, with me, I never really wanted to join a fraternity. I never really wanted to, but I know that there are people who do join due to, members of their family, generations after generation after generation, who were members of different fraternities, but this is very sad, and it's very scary too. I mean, when you just think about what it takes and what you have to do to join these fraternities. Now, I believe that this is one of the fraternities that are, really big, and they have a different demeanor about them, like more aggressive, like they're the Q dogs, you know, all the Qs, and things like that. But um they they seem like aggressive type, and I could just imagine what it took or what it takes for someone to be an Omega, Psi Phi. Um, we know that our boy William Murphy joined, was inducted into this fraternity, but this is just a sad situation, and it just seems like you're giving up so much of yourself to join this fraternity. It just seems that way, and just joining other fraternities too, and sororities as well. Like the things that you have to do to join something, or to join a sisterhood or a brotherhood, but we just have to be careful and be mindful of who we're around. We have to be mindful of who we're living for. And this man, this young man, was traveling to Cuba for his music, mechanical engineering. And I don't know his family history, much of his family history, but I believe his father was well known. But this is just something sad that we as Christians, we just, we should stay away from. We should stay away from. Let's go to some scriptures. Let's go to First Corinthians, the 15th chapter and the 33rd verse. And it says, "Do not be deceived. Bad company ruins good morals." And Proverbs 4:23, "Keep your heart with all vigilance. From it flows the springs of life." I mean, we have to try to understand that some things are just not for us, and I'm not, going to blame him, but I read in another story, I saw on another news update on this young man, that they were out there in the park at 3 o'clock in the morning doing that ritual. 3 o'clock in the morning. And this is just a sad situation, and we see how it can affect, and we see how it affects the children who go to that school, the students at that school. And this may just, this may give people, second thought of wanting to join a fraternity or a sorority. God is all we need, and if we want to join the group, if we want to join a family, join the family of God, right? Be a child of God. God is all you need. God is the only God. God is the only God that you should be serving. All these Greek fraternities, that's not for me, and it shouldn't be for a Christian. But again, I'm praying for the families. I'm praying for the school, Southern University. I'm praying for his friends. I'm praying for those in which he had an impact in their life. Amen. So God bless you all. Let me know your thoughts. Be safe.